Wholesaling real estate was really difficult until I learned these 3 simple concepts that changed everything. What is up, guys? Zach in here, and after doing over 2,500 wholesaling real estate deals, well, real estate deals in general, over the past 8 years, guys, I started real estate wholesaling at 16, 17 years old, right when I was turning 17. I decided to make a change in my life. I decided to start doing wholesaling real estate deals. And this journey over these 8 years have completely changed my life. And wholesaling real estate was really on hard mode for a very long time until I really learned 3 simple concepts that I'm going to share with you today so you can kickstart your wholesaling business and start making a stupid amount of money in this business. Now, you might be a little confused starting out in wholesaling. You might think, well, why is it so difficult? And why, when you look at the bigger wholesalers that start making more money, they go from making an okay amount of money to more, right? It just gets easier, right? It's like atmosphere on a rocket. Like the higher you go up on the rocket, the more money you make. And the truth is, because these people start learning these easy 3 simple concepts. And once you start learning these concepts, your income in wholesaling real estate just starts skyrocketing like crazy. And so today, what I want to do is really share with these so you can start going out here and make a killing in this business. Guys, I got nothing to sell you today. I'm just here to show you how to make a ton of money in this business so you can go out here and make a better life for yourself and to get it going. So yes, my name's Zach In. I am 24 years old right now. And for 8 years, I've done over 2,500 wholesaling real estate deals. Now, I've had this with a big corporation. Don't expect to do it all by yourself. There's teams, a lot of paying. I got to pay a lot of employees insurance for this to happen. But I've made a lot of money in this business, and it's hard to find many wholesalers who've done more deals than me, simply because I just follow 3 simple things. And so let's kind of break this down and share with you exactly what I do and how you can do the same thing. So the first thing I want to talk about today is the simple concept of what I call inputs and outputs. And before you roll your eyes, get off the video, say, okay, what, blah, stupid, like a dumb concept, right? It's a really important one. And it's one that seems simple, but I want to get into the details of it because it's going to make wholesaling on easy mode for you. And what I mean by this is the more you give in this business, and giving is a very loose term, I could say, but the more effort you put in, the more marketing, the more outputs you want to receive, you're going to have to put inputs in the thing. And a lot of people have different versions of this, right? So a lot of people think, hey, if I put $5,000 in marketing, that is going to land me wholesaling deals. That is going to make me rich. That is going to get me all this money and all this profit. That's not how this business works, okay? That is not how you make money in this business. Pouring money into wholesaling real estate is not just going to make you super rich and super successful, right? The inputs is not money, but the inputs is volume that works. And what I mean by this is, if you spent $5,000 on postcards and the postcards suck, I don't care how much money you spent. In wholesaling real estate, the point of all your marketing is just to get in front of a seller that's looking to sell their property. For cash, obviously, hopefully in a distressed situation, right? That is the goal. That is the reason why we're looking to get in this business. The seller doesn't care how much money you spent this month in marketing. They only care that you solve their problem. And this is really important. So it doesn't matter how much money you spent. It matters how much effort you've put in. And so if you put 500 sticky notes out saying, hey, my name's Zach, I had a quick question about your property, and you get inbound calls, that is going to be as successful as somebody that spent $1,000 on direct mail. And 500 sticky notes, probably $3. I don't know, $3 with the pen, paper, $5 with gas. Who knows, right? And so it's not about the money spent. It's about just getting eyeballs to people who have distressed situations. And we can get into the really simple concepts, lists, channels, all these things. But really, at the end of the day, it's about eyeballs and it's about results. And more specifically, it's about contacts, like somebody's eyeballs who is on a motivated seller list, seeing that you buy houses for cash with the phone number. That is it. At the end of the day, that is it. I don't care if you only get 10 yeses. It doesn't, you got the 10, you got the 10. And so the guy that's saying, oh, I call 5,000 people, I don't care you call 5,000 people. If you call 5,000 people terrible skip tracing and nobody picks up the phone, who cares how many calls you made? It's about how much actual results you get. This is a dog-eat-dog world. And I know this doesn't sound fun or sexy or nice and sweet to say, but the people at the top all just get in front of people that want to sell their property. That is it. That is how this business goes. If you give more in this business, the more you're going to receive. Another thing I've learned really hard, and it's not a simple, easy lesson it took me, but this made wholesaling a lot easier for me, was the simple thing of karma. And I've been talking about karma for a while, and I sound like some heebie-jeebie Buddhist monk on the top of a hill, like karma, and that's what it's all about. I think karma's everywhere, right? But karma's actually a real concept. And I say, I don't talk about metaphysical or like things that are outside of scientific realm of reasoning, because like, what's the point, right? If we can't physically see it, there's no point of talking about it in a business sense. We can talk about other things, right? But this is not what this channel is. Guys, this channel is about you getting filthy rich wholesaling. Like, that's the point, okay? We can have Zach talks, I don't know, crazy spiritual woo-woo. We can make another channel for that, right? But like, that's not what we're talking about. But the one thing that I kind of put in the spiritual woo-woo, which is karma. But karma is actually the same concept of the more you give, the more you receive. And specifically, karma is something that is just not like you do a good thing happens to you. It's not like that. What I mean by that is karma also works in your life. And so I talk about the upward spirals and I talk about downward spirals. And that's so there's multiple things of karma. And so there is what I call food karma. And I know it sounds weird to say, but like, okay, this is outside of wholesaling, but like if you just eat more calories than you burn, food karma adds fat. And when you eat less calories than you burn, you lose fat or sometimes lose muscle, right? And that is, food karma, right? Like it's just, food karma doesn't care if you eat good food or bad food. It just cares about how much calories you're putting in versus how much you burn. Like that's thermodynamics. That's how it works, how much energy is produced and burned, right? Same thing happens with wholesaling. If you do something on the good, so there's a video game called Fallout, and I love Fallout. By the way, I'm a huge Fallout fan. And Fallout 3, yeah, I would say Fallout 3 is probably the best use of karma. New Vegas has this too, where you have like this karma scale. And so if you do good things, your karma puts you as good. And then if you do bad things, your karma puts you as bad, right? And just because you have bad karma doesn't mean bad things happen to you. It just means you're a bad person, and usually bad things happen to you, right? Oh, that's weird to say, but okay. So wholesaling's the same way. If you do bad things, you're not automatically going to be broke. There's a lot of people with bad karma in wholesaling that make a ton of money, but they just don't have opportunities, and they only have bad people opportunities. Versus when you have a lot of good karma stacked, you have a lot of good opportunities that come to you. And so, for example, if you're in the Wholesaling Houses for Real Facebook group, which is about 143,000 people, more or less, if you just help those people out, like really big newbies, and you make like 100K a year, those newbies, because of your karma, are going to reach out to you in a year or two when they start producing deals and be like, hey, you really helped me out. Let's do some JV deals. And you end up making 50 grand from that kid you did a couple 2-hour Zooms with. And it's awesome. It's like investing in stocks, right? So like you invest in those little kids, the little stocks when they're not good, but then they blow up randomly and then they help you out. If you help 100 kids out, 3 of them might be millionaires, and then and they're always gonna be grateful for you, right? And it's kind of cool how that happens. But also karma works for follow-ups. And so, I can rant about this forever. I'm not gonna rant about it, but like follow-ups. Hey, Shirley, how are you doing today? And following up with Shirley every single week. Yeah, maybe Shirley ain't gonna sell to you, but if you have 100 Shirleys and Shirley has 13 wholesalers reaching out to her every week, but you're the nicest one and you're the one who actually cares about her, you actually remember her dog Milo's name, who's this nasty looking chihuahua that always bites your toe, true story, she's gonna like you more, and karma is gonna make you get the deal. Karma's a very weird thing because it seems heebie-jeebie, but it's completely true, and it's something I've based my entire wholesaling career on, where you just do good things, and overall, if you stack enough good karma, Your fallout score will have you as a good karma. I cannot tell you how many times 40, 50, 60, $80,000 deals fall in my lap, and how many deals just get sent to me, and how much checks just come in the mail, because I just like doing good things that help people. Helping people works. Since the dawn of time, helping people works. And more specifically, anonymously doing it sometimes is the best, and not trying to get credit for things. And so, for example, one thing I'm big on, which I don't mention at all, and I'm going to talk about this for 4 seconds, and then I'm going to stop talking about it, is, me and doing charity stuff. When I do charity stuff, it is given anonymously, because there's a very, very, very specific reason: karma. I believe if I gave $4,000 to a food bank, or from a food kitchen, and and then they give me a little press release, Zach Kin donated $4,000 to the local food kitchen, and make an article, I believe that's marketing, not karma. That doesn't help you out. But anonymously doing that and just selflessly doing that boosts your karma. I don't know why, but that's just a concept that I've seen. And the more good things you do without trying to seek credit for. So for example, me following up with Shirley, I'm not following up with Shirley just because I'm trying to make money off her, but just seeing how she's doing, just trying to be a nice guy, but still respect my time. You are going to find that turns into genuine follow-ups and genuinely caring. When you follow up with a Karen about her probate and her husband died, and you're just following up with her because she might want to move, she doesn't know, but you call her every other week and sometimes she's lonely, you come by, say hi, and you actually just care about her. Like, you're not doing just to get the sale, but most of it's just to see how she's doing, just being a nice person, right? You are going to find that you have a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10x chance of getting that wholesaling deal, because you're doing it just to be a nice person. You're not doing it trying to go out here and get this massive reward. Okay, I'm telling you right now, if you go out here and just do things selflessly, it always comes back to you. And heck, if you're a malicious type person, I'll tell you this: give $10,000. Like if you're a millionaire watching this, right? Give $10,000 to a local charity. I prefer St. Jude. There's a lot of really good ones, right? But just do it, and do it anonymously. Okay, you can still get the tax write-off, but anonymously do it. But still do it. Get a receipt, but make sure the name's anonymous, right? I promise you, I kid you not, I can almost guarantee you will get a $50,000 deal the next month. Every single time I do something like that, I always get a 50, 60, 70,000. My biggest wholesaling deals have always come after I've done something nice. For example, I had this crazy run 2 years ago. I don't know if anyone remembers this, where I did $400,000 deals in January 2022. Did 4 100K deals. Guess what happened? Guess what I did in December? Good things, right? I don't want to get woo-woo on you, but that happens. And so just understand, the more good you do, the better it is. So just be nicer to people. You'll end up making more money. I know that's weird. I know that sounds weird. You're not going to hear any wholesaler say that, but just do the right thing with your sellers. If you have a JV deal and it's the right thing to pay them, or pay them a little more than we need to, or cut some of your deal a little bit just to make the deal work, or just do the right thing by the seller, you'll get a referral. Your karma points stack up. Also, a simple part of inputs and outputs is what I say: what is done in the darkness will be shown in the light. And okay, so we're going from Zach being all sweet and nice and yeah, do the right thing, a good thing, to tough love Zach. So I see a lot of people going out here and posting on social media, right? Oh man, cold calling, day 10 of 10. I'm grinding out here. I'm hustling. I'm doing the work, man. And I like seeing that. I like accountability, respect, but show me the results. Don't show me the work. And I get this so much from people just talking about doing the work and talking about the grinding and just talking about it, but they never get the results. And the one thing I could tell you is the results are shown to the light. The work should be done in darkness. No one should be able to see that. That's quiet time. That's grind time. No one's able to see that. And I've been talking about this forever, right? So I started this YouTube channel about 5 years ago. I've been wholesaling for 8 years. So I had this 3-year blank period where all I did 14, 15, 16 hours a day was wholesale real estate. I woke up in the morning, I wholesaled, took a 30-minute nap, went back to wholesaling, took a 45-minute workout, ate my dinner, back wholesaling, grinding at night. And all I did sun up to sundown was work. I didn't post one video. I didn't show anybody. I didn't tell my friends I was grinding. All I did was let the results speak for themselves. And then I started posting on YouTube and helping people out doing that. But I'm a big proponent on not going dark, but like stop saying you're doing it and just do it. One big piece of advice I could tell you is if you have parents, right? So if you're 16, 17 years old and you're a young gun, right? I feel like an old man saying this, the young guns. But if you're a young gun out here, one of my best piece of advice is to shut up your parents. Your parents are going to tell you, you shouldn't do this scam wholesaling thing or this real estate Ponzi scheme. They're going to say whatever, like this scam or whatever, right? It's so funny to me. You're going to get all this. One thing I can tell you, okay, is they're going to yap. It's a scam. It's bad. It doesn't work. You're going to get all this. You're going to get all this talk. I promise you, when your dad, who works as a mechanic, making $4,000 a month, and your mom, who's a flight attendant, making $3,000 a month, right? $7,000 a month combined. You go to the title company and you collect a $40,000 assignment fee check, and you put it on your kitchen table and say, Mom, I made $40,000. Here's an attorney, a lawyer who signed the check from a title company with a $40,000 assignment fee to my personal name, Zach Ginn. What are you going to say, Mom and Dad? This is 6 months salary. 6 months salary. What are you going to tell me? Not to keep doing this? Oh, here's the thing. I have over 202,000 YouTube subscribers on all 4 of my YouTube channels. Technically 5 now, right? I have a lot of young guns I've helped in this business. I have over 250,000 people on Wholesaling.com. I've helped a lot of really young people get started in this business. Every single 16-year-old that was able to collect their first deal check and had parents nagging them, once they showed their parents that check, their parents shut their mouth. They didn't have one little peep to say about this little scam business. Whoa! A lawyer signed this check. Oh, whoo! Yeah. So a lot of people saying, oh, my aunt's saying this, my girlfriend's saying this, my wife, my husband, shut them up by collecting a check. I promise you will get no resistance after you get a deal. So stop yapping about this and just do it. If you have friends that say, don't do this, 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 just shut them up. Just shut their face. I promise you, there ain't nothing they're going to be able to tell you. Okay? What was that Kanye song, right? Can't tell me nothing, right? Like, once you get that money, you can't tell me nothing, all right? You can't. The reason that song was so popular before he went a little nutty. But, love Kanye. Shout out to Kanye. I don't know if that's a bad quote to say. But, shout out old Kanye. Shout out to old Kanye. But, like, it's true. Once you get that money, no one can do anything to you, right? And so, what is done in the darkness will be shown to the light. And so if you're the guy always yapping about grinding, but you got no deals in 6, 7, 8 months, keep grinding. But like, it doesn't matter. Because the guy who just shuts up, puts his head down, gets to work, they're the ones who did the work. And the light always shows it. And so I hear everyone yapping about getting rich and doing this, right? Just go out here and just work. That is it. Guys, I get this all the time, we got election years and all these things. It's like, whoever the president is will not affect your success. And I want everyone to write that down. If you're a person that watches your right-wing TV show, your left-wing TV show, I don't really care. Like, I could care less. Whoever the next president of the United States is will not affect if you get rich or not. I want you to have that belief in your mind because, if this person becomes president, then this is gonna, I don't care, okay? We're in the United States of America. We got Congress, okay? We the people. I believe in the Constitution. It was written in a way, if we have a bad president, we get rid of him, okay? That's how this world works. And so I don't want no stupid political discourse in the chat and everything like that, but I want you guys to understand this. The reason you're not successful right now is not because of who's the president, okay? It's not because of this political figure. It's not because there's billionaires and then the system's rigged. It's because of you. You and only you is the only reason you are not rich and successful right now. Just understand that, okay? We have legitimate people who can't get ahead in life. We have people legit in like crazy countries, right? You got Cuba, Venezuela, North Korea, that like they can't get their way out of this situation. Like they can't. You have a chance of going out here and making a big change in your life, okay? You know, I get people in the chat, well, this president has a 25% tax on unrealized gains. Shut your mouth. Congress has to pass that. So stop yapping, okay? Stop yapping, okay? Like, the president has no effect on that. It's Congress. And so you just got to just focus on yourself. Okay, get your 100 million net worth, because that's how that law affects it. And then we can talk about tax strategies, right? So there's a lot of stuff you can do. And so what you gotta understand is, a lot of people think these external factors are gonna change you. No, it's you. It's you and only you that can make a change in your life. A lot of people think, oh, it's because of who I look like. It's because of how I sound like. It's because of how tall I am or short I am. None of that matters. If you have an internet connection and you're able to speak in a cell phone, you have the ability to get rich. I promise you. I've helped everyone from every single walk of life that have 100%, there's only one person that can say this. Say that they could say, okay, not me, I'm the exception. There's only, okay, so let's do the math here, right? I have over 2, 3. So I would say if I look at all my followers on, let's do freeholding.com, right? 250,000 people, right? 250,000 people on freeholding.com. I helped a lot of those people get their first deal. I think of those 250,000 people have 250,000 situations. So there's only one person out of 250,000 situations that said, I had it. You don't understand. My situation's worse than yours, Zach. For 249,999, I can tell you, there's somebody who has a worse situation that got a deal, right? There's only one person that and I could probably find somebody, some other wholesaler that had a better one. But like, what I mean by this is, a lot of you guys like to say my situation's the worst, blah, blah, blah. There's somebody who's in a worse situation than you that became more successful. And what I like using crazy situations because I have legit people in Africa who are blind who do wholesaling real estate deals, who are legally blind. They live in Africa and they have to have people helping them on the computer to close wholesaling real estate deals. Okay? And so if you're telling me that the president is affecting me getting rich wholesaling, it is not. It is just you. We have people from across the ocean who are legally blind, who the average income is what, $1,000 a month, $500 a month, right? And you're telling me that you, who were born in the United States of America, with all these advantages being born in the US, you have it worse? Get out of here. We got single moms making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month right now, okay? Wholesaling real estate. And you're 18-year-old guy that lives in your mom's basement who she makes amazing meals for you and you're living rent free. Your anxiety is the problem. You can't get rich wholesaling. Get out of here. I don't want to hear anybody's excuses why they can't get rich. Either you decide to get rich or you don't. What is done in the darkness, the work you do, will be shown in the light. Either you get deals or you don't get deals. This is how this world works. This is how this business works. Concept number 2, you don't have to know something. All you have to do is know how to find somebody that does. And so this was a big hack that I wish I learned starting out, which I kind of did, but I kind of didn't at the same time. You don't need to know everything about everything. You just got to know people that know the thing. And one big example of this is if you're looking at starting virtual wholesaling and you virtually wholesale in Detroit, there's probably about 15, 20 people I have on my phone right now that are making over about 10 grand a month in Detroit. Think about that. And then I probably have another 100 that have done probably 4 or 5 deals this year already in Detroit, right? And so if I have a problem in Detroit, I don't know how to do deals in Detroit, I can just reach out to those people. I could probably find 4 or 5 interviews I did on my YouTube channel, people in Detroit who've done deals I could probably message, right? And so really thinking about this, you don't need to know everything. You don't have to be some crazy expert. All you literally have to do, okay, is just find people that know. So for example, Zach Ginn knows a lot about wholesaling. Am I going to take your 45-minute Zoom call? Probably not. I got a lot of stuff I'm doing. I got a lot of money to be made. But I can give you somebody that would love to JV with you and somebody in my network that would love to work with you, right? That's how the business works. So it's not that bad. For example, if you want to go work with, one of the Shark Tank people, like they're not going to individually call you every week, but they have somebody on their team that can help you. And if there's a big situation, it goes up the chain to the big boss, right? Mark Cuban or Kevin O'Leary, right? Or like Barbara Corcoran, like any of those people, right? And so just knowing that like if you're watching this right now, you are probably in the best time ever to get started wholesaling real estate, because before me and Rick, for you to learn wholesaling real estate, you would have to go out here and pay 10, 12, 14 grand to be in a mentorship with other people making 100 grand a month. And you would have to spend 100 grand a month. Sorry, you have to spend 12 grand a year to be in a room with other people making a ton of money wholesaling. And the cool part is, with the snap of a finger, you can get in somebody's phone who's making 15 grand a month that I verify personally, and just reach out to them. They'll help you out and give you the best advice for free. This is insane stuff. And this is the reason why I do a lot of what I do. Another reason is, like, if I live in Kansas City, I'm looking to wholesale in Kansas City, I reach out to a guy in Boston making 40 grand a month, he's going to give me his best advice because I'm not competing with him in Boston. Like, it's a hack. And so back in the day, you would have to go out here and only talk with Kansas City wholesalers who are not really going to give you the best advice. And so this is another word called networking. I think the word networking is overblown in wholesaling real estate. That's just a personal thing. And I think the word, your net worth is your network. I'm not the biggest guy into that. But what I can tell you is this, okay? First and foremost, the number one community in wholesaling real estate that is free by far is ZachDiscord.com. It is a private Discord. It's kind of like a group chat, but way more than that. I go live every single Friday in there. So those live streams you're only going to find in the Discord. You're not going to find them anywhere else, right? Me answering the chats and questions, things like that. So I do recommend everybody go to ZachDiscord.com. That's my Wholesaling Houses for Real Discord group. Now, the reason why I say that, I'm not trying to promote something or do, but like what I mean by this is, it is the number one networking tool, right? People post their accountability. Hey, just did a deal in Kansas City. Who else is in Kansas? Like, it's the most proactive, like, best open community of wholesalers. And if you're going out here talking BS or scamming or trapping or doing anything stupid, people in the group just kick you out. Like, it's really cool. It's like a caveman society meets like ancient Greece, of like talking deeply about the business, helping newbies, and all these great things. And it's by far amazing. All you need is Google account. It's free, ZachDiscord.com, right? But like, really think about this. You can search and find all the Arizona wholesalers in there, and boom, you can find them and reach out to them, right? You can find all the Georgia wholesalers and find all the virtual people. If you live in the Netherlands, you can find other Dutch wholesalers virtually doing it in Meetup, right? All these meetups, we have people in the Discord who just go live inside the Discord and just make offers live. They'll help you. They'll teach you for free because they all think of the karma concept. And we got probably 100 deals in the last month of just people in the Discord doing deals with other people in the Discord. 100 deals, that's probably $500,000 almost. Hopefully I get that, hopefully do $1 million a month of just Discord people making money with other Discord people. It's intense. It's like a $14,000 mentorship you get for free. It's really cool. I'm not here to promote. I mean, I said I'm not going to take your money. It's free. And so just FYI, but like, do you think one person out of 6,000 can be your accountability partner and help you out and really help you guys boost up to success? I think so. It'll happen. Okay. Think about this. Wholesaling House for my Facebook group, right? It's a little less personal because it's a Facebook group. It's not like you can't like post. You can post your accountability. It's just a little different. It's still, everyone should be in there. But like, I have 142,000 people in that Facebook group. Whoa. Like, do you think one person out of 142,000 like can help you out, or like you can get some value from, or that knows your situation, or that can help you with that situation? Yeah. Right. Guys, I have over 204,000 subscribers on the Flipler YouTube channel, the Zachin YouTube channel, the Rickin YouTube channel, and the Wholesaling Houses for Real YouTube channel, and the X-Leads YouTube channel. Out of all those YouTube channels, 204,000 subscribers on all of them combined, do you think you can find one person on a live stream or on the comment section that has done deals that wants to help you out? Yeah. Yes. Okay. There is. I have like 200,000 people on Instagram. You could find somebody DMing you on Instagram. Now, a lot of them are going to be scams, but a lot of them are going to be legit in the comment section, right? I mean, there's almost millions of other people that follow me that I think they get good advice because they learned from me, right? That will help you out. And so I think a lot of people don't really take that up. They try to hoard all the wholesaling for themselves. They don't want to talk to other wholesalers. They don't want to stay accountable. They don't want to communicate. Hey guys, this is what my podio looks like. Can somebody help me out with it? Hey, I'm having a struggle with this. Can somebody help me? Guys, like the way my community runs in wholesaling is it's not like I'm the king of the castle. I'm above you. I'm better than you. I've always said this and I'll continue to always say this. I'm not better. I am better than no man and no man is better than me. We are all equal in the eyes of myself and Rick. And with everything I do, everyone is equal. If you're brand new, you're equal to the man making 100 grand a month or the woman making 200 grand a month. That's how it works. And so if you're brand new, we keep you, we treat you as equals, right? One thing I really like is how pirate ships work. Pirate ships, everybody gets paid the same and everyone's treated equal. And it's really cool. Like the janitor or the person sweeping the mops and the captain is treated not the same, but like outside the captain, like all the crew members are treated the same. And that's how we kind of roll the way we do it, right? And so you got to understand that wholesaling's hard because you don't have someone in your back pocket that knows all these things back in the day, but now you do. There's a guy that's going to do, if you did 50 deals this month on the Discord or somewhere, that's going to say, hey, I've been in that situation. Let me help you out. And they learn from me and they're following the concept of karma and they're making 40, 50 grand a month doing JV deals inside the Discord, right? This is an insane thing that happens, but karma is real. And they want to help you out for karma, and you receiving that help, you got to help other people, right? And it's this little scheme of helping people out, and everyone gets better. That's how this business works. There's a bunch of Flipboard Plus students in the Discord and in the comments here that would love to help you out, teach you how to wholesale real estate too. And they learn from me, and they'll teach you too. Heck, me and Rick have done over 6,000 combined wholesaling deals. I've done 2,500. Rick has done 3,500. It's like cheating because if me and Rick do 1,000 deals together, it's technically, I did 1,000, he did 1,000, so it's 2,000 combined. I don't know if that's cheating because we're in the same company, but I did 2,500, he's at 3,500. He had a little head start on me. But about 6,000 combined wholesaling real estate deals. Like you can ask us, you can do one-on-ones with us. You can ask me a question in any of my live streams and I'll help you out. Like guys, there's an army at your disposal here to eliminate all your excuses. Guys, do you know any other person on YouTube that has an army like this that will allow you to join their community for free? Heck, if you even want to join Flipboard Plus for free, just do a JV deal with a Flipboard Plus student. They will put you in Flipboard Plus for free if you do a JV deal with them. That's how insane it is. So all you do is just send a Flipboard Plus student a JV deal and work together, and you will be inside of Flipboard Plus for free. Then you can start sending me deals. So there's no one else that has this community and all these things for free because I'm trying to change the world in wholesaling and everything because Rick and my dad taught me how to wholesale real estate for free, and that was unfair. That was an insane unfair advantage I had. I completely understand that. And so what I'm doing in turn, because he gave me an unfair advantage, I want to give you an unfair advantage. This is the reason where it's not hop on our discovery call and enjoy my $14,000 mentorship thing. That ain't it. The point of what I do is to help the community and help everyone do better. That's the point here, guys. That's how you get rich and successful in this business. So in this community, if you're subscribed to this YouTube channel, which wink, wink, you should, you're part of the Flipboard community. You're part of the Zach Ginn, like the Ginn tribe, whatever you want to call it. I don't really care. But you're in the community. And kind of this concepts that I've talked about before is the more you give, the more good things that happen to you. That is it. And so once you understand that second concept, wholesaling real estate gets a lot easier. You start making a lot more money. And that sounds weird, but just think about it. And just try it out for a couple months. You'll find your business starts skyrocketing. Number 3, success comes to those who want it most. Number 3 here, write this down. Success comes to those who want it most. I wrote these words very, very carefully. So really, really think about what I just said. Not need, okay? Not need. There's a big difference. Success, so a lot of people say success comes to those who need it the most. Whew. I know a lot of broke people that need to get a deal that don't do it. That ain't the case. Success comes to those who want it the most. What I mean by this is the single dad of 4 that's making $100K a year, sicko sick of his 9 to 5. He wants to go to his kids' games and actually become a better father, right? Shout out to our single dads out here. I talk about single moms helping them, and they're definitely underrepresented, but I think single dads are really underrepresented, right? I think it's something underrepresented in wholesaling, right? So shout out to them. That's tough too. All the single parents, right? But like when you're a single dad and like you're making $100,000 a year and you got 4 kids, like you're providing for them, right? It's not like you need a wholesale because you're doing enough to provide. So shout out to all the single moms and dads out there, right? But if you're able to do wholesaling and make $20,000 a month and make $250,000 a year, $250,000 a year, you want that better because you will work less. You get to go to your kids' soccer games and all these things and just become a better dad, right? And so you don't need to do it, but you want to. And then we have, the kid out here, right? That his parents going to kick him out of the house and he needs to get a deal or he's going to be basically homeless. I promise you, like if I'm betting right now, I take the single dad who wants to just be a better father over the kid because the dad wants it more than the kid. The kid needs it more, but the dad wants it more. And this is the same concept of why when I was starting a wholesaling real estate, I wanted to not work a job anymore. I wanted to go out here and make a life for myself and get filthy rich. I just wanted to do that. Is that vain? Call me vain. I wanted to get filthy rich. And I was out here balling on other wholesalers who had kids and mortgages to pay for. I remember this one guy, he was making probably $150,000 a year. He went from making $150,000 to $50,000 a year because all his wholesaling deals came from bandit signs. And guess what I did? I got up at 5 a.m. and I'm proud to say this. I got up at 5 a.m. I took a sign down and put my sign up. And he was too busy. He didn't have it. He couldn't get up at 5 a.m. every single morning and then check on the signs during the day, like 2 or 3 times a day like I was doing. I was in high school. Okay. And I was just able to put out more signs and take his signs down. It's called the bandit sign war. And his business, he lost like $100,000. Guess who made $100,000 his first year wholesaling real estate? Me at 17 years old. And am I proud of that? I don't know. I think I am. But the moral of the story is he had kids and a wife and all these things. And I was destroying him. And I was a 17-year-old kid. All because I made sure my signs are up. And when I saw the signs, I just took them out. And I was the only guy in my market putting signs out there. And I was a dumb 17-year-old, but I was making $100,000. And I just wanted, once you gave me my first deal, $20,000, once you give a 17-year-old kid $20,000, me specifically, there is nothing you're going to do to stop me from continuing doing that. Okay? There was my want was so high to get another $20,000. It was addicting. Okay? It was the wholesaling drug. And it was great. And moral of the story, I don't say this much, but this is my personal channel, so I will say some of these stories. That guy, he found me taking off one of his signs and putting my sign out. I kid you not. He got out of his truck, got out of it, swung at me, dodged it, got in my car, and zooted out of there because I was 17 years old and I did not have any weaponry on me, and I knew for a fact that guy had something on the holster. Fun story. That guy was looking to actually hurt me. So I've been swung at by that man. And once I turned 21, he never messed with me again. He called me all the time. But once I turned 21, he didn't call me anymore. I wonder why. But it was just funny. And, I'm not a guy that promotes violence or anything like that. But I took the high road there. But moral of the story, don't do what I did because it was pretty nasty, that stuff. No, the guy was not a guru. But shout out to that guy. He's I'm not going to say anything mean about him. But let's say when he ran after me, I didn't notice him. It's mean. I can't say that. Let's just say I'm a full 14 inches taller than the guy. And it's I didn't even know that guy was that short. He came up after me like a Oompa Loompa trying to punch me. I just got in my car and just zooted out of there. So fun. I don't think I talk about this story too much, but that was one of the best. It was one of my favorite stories starting out. I was 17 years old. I should have let him punch me because I was a minor. So he would have probably gotten arrested. I could have sued him, right? I don't know, But moral of the story, what I did was, should he do it or not? I don't know. But one thing I will tell you about that story is because I wanted it more than that guy who needed to feed his family, I still beat him because I was willing to do whatever it took to get a deal. Once you give $20,000 to me, I'm going to keep doing that. And then I got into cold calling, things like that. But I've seen this man 3 more times since that incident, all at the gym. And he runs away from me now. That's all I can tell you. But it's a funny story. So if you ever want to know why I keep all my houses, I don't brag about it, I don't show it. It's because I don't look to brag. But like there's a lot of people that don't like me. I've put out a lot, and I'll tell you one thing, because I talk about things I don't normally talk about on my channel sometimes. But one thing is I'm not proud of this, but I've personally put 4 guys out of business, wholesalers, men, not women, out of business that they became realtors. That's how bad I destroyed them. Like, they were making $100,000 plus a year, and they ended up making no money out a year because I started destroying them on acquisitions. Destroying them on acquisitions. And so I talk about some of the concepts I did to destroy them, but like, it's so mean what I do, you know? It's so mean what I've done. But I put a lot of people out of business, and they turn into realtors. And I always like checking up on them sometimes. But that's for the files. And so if you ever know why I'm so good at destroying gurus and having them quit this business, because I've just been doing that with wholesalers since the beginning. I just moved my mean tactics to gurus, and you know, my tactics put all the gurus out of business. You know, they sell courses, I make all my stuff free. Done. So what I mean by this too is like somebody obsessed with winning. Like if you're a wholesaler and you are legitimately obsessed with winning, like obsessed with winning, consume the content I make, talk to all the successful people I've done. And I'm saying this, and I'm not trying to puff my chest, but I will tell everyone watching this, there's not one person who has more successful wholesalers. And I consider a successful wholesaler, you're consistently making 10 grand a month wholesaling real estate, right? Okay. 10 grand a month, right? There's not one person who has more people making 10 grand plus a month, millionaires, all these things, that 100% can attribute their success to me and Rick. There's not one person who says, I have more people that I've helped make over 10 grand a month consistently this year. It's not one person. It's not one person that's produced someone their first deal more than me and Rick. It's because I'm the sexiest, most handsome man? No. It is because I just have a free wholesaling course, and I'm the only multi-millionaire wholesaler doing this. So that's it. There's guys who've done more than 2,500 wholesaling deals, but they don't have as much success students because they charge 14 grand. And so with 250,000 plus students, 250,000, there's just not one person that's produced more results. And what I'm saying by this is because I have all these successful wholesalers, okay, all of them have learned from me for free. So guess what they're going to do? They're going to teach you for free. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? And so I've created this scheme where I teach all these wholesalers how to wholesale real estate for free. And now they don't turn into gurus. And they teach you for free because I taught them for free. Crazy, right? And so if you're obsessed with winning, my advice for you, and this is concept 3 again, is consume my content, go to freewholesaling.com, join the Discords, subscribe, all these things, right? Hop on the streams and do all these things, right? But also take action, do the hard work, and just reach out to as many successful people that I've taught. And they're like little Zacks, you know? And I don't say that like they're little, right? But like they're like mini Zacks. That's the best way I could reach out. Like there's people, you know, probably watching this right now that are making 20 grand a month, and all they do is watch my stuff. And so they have all this Zach content and Rick content, and you ask them a question and they're making 20 grand. They'll give you great advice. They're probably a little different the way they wholesale versus me, but they're like mini me's, right? They're like mini me's, and they'll give you great advice probably. The only people you should kind of be a little worried about giving advice to someone who's never done a deal that listens to me, right? They're not bad. They're winners in training. Shout out to all of them, because all the people that are mini me's that are making 40 grand a month, they used to be that type of person, right? But just make sure it's somebody who's doing deals consistently and stuff like that. But like they will spew pretty much the same thing I spew, because once they start doing money, they're getting that money because they're just doing what I'm telling them to do, because I've done a lot of wholesaling deals, right? That's why no guru can compete with me. That's why I flex on all the broke wholesaling gurus all the time. Because there's just not one person that produces the most deals and success, because I'm the only person that teaches you how to wholesale for free and promotes you taking action. And so when you want to do a deal more than anyone else, you do the work. So think about that. When you want a deal more than anyone else, you just don't consume content. Because when you really want the deal, you're not going to procrastinate. You're not going to overthink. You have to do it. You have no choice. That's right. You have no choice. If you know your sweet little dog or your sweet little cat is in a burning building and you had a fire suit on, there's no thinking about it. You just run in there and save your pet, right? We all love our pets. That's how I do it. And it's like there's nothing else to do except to work. And the way I look at it is you don't really just have any other options. Either you do the work or you don't do the work. You do the work or you stay broke. You got to choose what you want to do. And there's a fine line between consuming content and not doing action, right? And so it's simple. Like, it's really simple. So if you just want an action plan for me, right? You have to be hungry. I can't teach hunger. Hunger is a thing that you inherently need. But think about this, Eric Thomas says a story a lot, and I'm going to use this as an example. I'm not stealing this stuff, but it's something interesting, right? He's always said this thing of like, if you are underwater and you can't, and like you're underwater right now, right? You hold your breath. Where's the one thing you start thinking about after a minute of holding your breath? Where's the one thing you think about? Do you think about how cold it is? Do you think about how hot it is? Do you think about your grandma that passed away 4 years ago, right? You don't think of any of that stuff. Like all these problems you have in your life, your marital problems, your issues on the TV show, the Miami Dolphins sucking, the Florida Gators sucking, right? You don't think of any of that stuff. All you think about is air. If you ever done like a fast or whatever, and like you're really hungry, you don't think about anything else, just food, right? That's all you can think about. And when you want to do a wholesaling deal, all you can think about is doing a wholesaling deal. And so like you only want to breathe, the only thing you want to do is get a deal. So just do the action to get the deal. Watching a video on how to wholesale real estate for the 14th time ain't going to get you a deal unless doing the action. Now, I'm a big proponent of consuming content and then taking action together because it's really important to get things reinforced, to keep your motivation up, to start just continuously listening. The reason is I'm always a big fan of consuming content or replacing content. What I mean by this is if you replace the Kardashians with Zach and Rick on our live streams talking to successful wholesalers, you start thinking and you start getting advice from successful it's like your own little mastermind. Education and information is insane. Information changes situations. So subscribing to this channel is amazing and learning the information while taking action. If you consume the content and take action, it's putting gasoline on a fire. That's what it is, because you're constantly listening on on the right things to do. And then you start doing the action, but you keep thinking about what Zach and Rick's saying are the right things, and you keep doing that, gasoline on a fire. But when you don't take any action, putting gasoline on water ain't gonna do anything. But like, think about this. Like, okay, if you really want to do a deal, all you can think about is doing a deal. You don't sleep in anymore. Like, if you're obsessed with getting a deal, you don't sleep in anymore, right? You don't make excuses. Oh, today was a hard day. Oh, it doesn't matter if it's a hard day. It doesn't matter if you're tired. None of that matters. All that matters is you need to get a deal. That is it. It doesn't matter. And what am I going to do in the future to get a deal? You don't care about rejection. You don't care if somebody curses at you. I need to get a deal. Who has my money? When you get behind that cold call, who has my money? That's all you care about. You don't care about the weather, how tired. It doesn't matter. It's about getting deals. You only care about success. You only care about winning. That is the point. The other stuff of being tired and lazy and it's the economy, it doesn't matter. Your sole focus is to make a change in your life. And if anyone tells you that's selfish for you to try to go out here and get rich, is it selfish for me to give 60 years of my life to a corporation for a 9-to-5 job? If I broke my leg, they'll kick me out in a second? Seriously. Let's say you work as a cashier and God forbid your arms don't work anymore, right? They're going to fire you first thing. They don't care a rat's butt about you. I'm sorry, but they don't care. If you're a mechanic and your fingers don't work anymore, right? Or your dexterity in your fingers don't work, right? You got neuropathy or something like that. You're fired. They don't care. They're not going to help you out. They don't care. So you're calling that selfish? You know who's selfish? These corporations are you working that 9-to-5 job for. They don't care about you. I'm being dead serious right now. So if none of these companies that you're working your 9-to-5 job care anymore, heck, that's not selfish at all. That's selfless. to start thinking about yourself, your family, your future. Because all you're doing, all you're being selfish for is you're being selfish to the company that's trying to make profits off of you. When they pay you $40 an hour, they're making 50 or $60 an hour off of you. It is selfish for you not to try to make a change in your life. I'm sick and tired of people saying, oh, it's selfish for you to try to go in here and do a company. Come on, why are you doing that? Because if God forbid something terrible happens to me, the corporation's not going to care about my kids. The corporation's not going to take care of my family if I, God forbid, pass away tomorrow. They're just going to hire a new Zach to do the job. They don't care about me. I don't care about a manager at a grocery store. They're just going to get the next person in line. They don't care about my family. They don't care about them. They don't care about none of that stuff. All they care about is their corporate money making their. So I'm going to make my own business. I'm going to listen to other successful millionaires that Zach teaches, and I'm going to be the next success story because no one else has produced as many millionaires as Zach in wholesaling real estate. So I'm going to follow him and get to work. That is it. You have an army behind you of successful wholesalers who follow me that want to help you learn wholesaling real estate for free. That is it. So what I'm telling you is seek out other winners, seek out other success, and get to work. Guys, it's a hop on a discovery call and that's how you're going to be successful. No, your success is you and only you. I'm here to help you, guide you. But that's it. You need to go to work and you need to go out here and get rich. I am proud to say, when I talk to you, when I look to you in your eyes right now, the only thing that's going to stop you from being successful is yourself. You don't need to spend any money out here in wholesaling real estate to make any cash. You don't have to spend any money out here to get rich wholesaling real estate. You can have no money at all and you can produce $20,000 next month. I promise you. Okay? I promise you right now, I swear to you, I put my reputation on the line. If you have no money, I can show you how to make $25,000, $30,000 with no cash at all, no cap, ready to go. And some of y'all, I give you all this stuff and you still say, oh, I don't know, when. I could care less. Guys, you have all the tools for your success. You have an army behind you to make you successful. Why are you not taking action? I put my heart and soul to help you learn wholesaling real estate for free so you can change your life. It's about you, your family, and your future. This is what it's all about. If you're going to make a change, go out here and take action. Okay? Don't shout me out. Just go out here and get rich. That's all I want. That's it. So guys, if you want to get rich wholesaling real estate, just learn how to wholesale. That is it. Go to freewholesaling.com. It's my free real estate wholesaling course. Oh, Zach, you said you're not going to sell anything. I'm not selling nothing. Freewholesaling.com. How much does it cost? It costs $0. That is it. $0 to change your life. I don't know what else I can tell you guys. That's how you get rich. I've helped many men. They call me 50 Cent because I've helped many men get rich. Oh, that's funny. But guys, every day I get checks. Thank you, Zach. Changed my life. Why not you? If I can help these people get rich, why can't you? Right, guys, go to freewholesaling.com. Learn how to wholesale real estate absolutely for free. And you become the next success story for wholesaling houses.